In this video, we will discuss about the different turn-on methods for SCR. There are 5 different methods like forward voltage triggering method, gate triggering method, dV by dt triggering method, light triggering method, and temperature triggering method. First, we will see forward voltage triggering. Here, the SCR is forward biased. That is, the anode is made positive with respect to cathode, and the gate terminal is kept open. As we all know, the outermost junctions J1 and J3 will be forward biased, and the innermost junction J2 will be reverse biased. So under this condition, depletion layer will be formed across the reverse biased junction, and hence a smaller leakage current will flow through the device in the forward direction. So this amount of current will not be sufficient enough to turn on the device. So as we increase the forward voltage at one particular value of voltage, the reverse biased junction J2 will break down. So that is, avalanche breakdown will occur at the junction, and enormous amount of current will flow through the device. So the device will start conducting. Okay. So but this method is not advisable to turn on the device, because the enormous amount of current which is flowing through the device will damage the SCR. So the second method is the gate triggering method. So this is one of the most simplest, reliable and efficient methods for turning on the device, and it is a widely used method for turning on the device. So in the case of a gate triggering method, first the SCR is forward biased, that is, the anode is given a positive potential with respect to the cathode. Okay. So whenever it is forward biased, the outermost junctions will be forward biased, and the innermost junction will be reverse biased. A depletion region will be formed, and a small amount of leakage current will flow through the device. So now we are applying a voltage across the gate and cathode terminal. So whenever the voltage is applied across the gate and cathode terminal, the gate current will start flowing through the device. So this gate current will inject excess of electrons into the depletion layer, that is the inner junction J2. So as a result, avalanche breakdown will occur at the junction J2, and the device will start conducting. Okay. So as and when we increase the gate current, the forward breakover voltage, that is the voltage at which the breakdown of the junction occurs, will reduce. Okay. So it is important that as we increase the gate value, the forward breakover voltage will reduce, and the device will turn on. So once the device gets turned on, the gate has no control over the device. So once the SCR starts conducting, the gate signal can be removed. So and one more important advantage of this method is that the power loss is very less, and applied voltage required is also very less. So the third method is dV by dt triggering. So whenever the SCR is forward biased, as we all know, the outermost junction J1 and J3 are forward biased, and the innermost junction J2 is reverse biased. So under this condition, the SCR will be behaving like a capacitance. The outer junctions J1 and J3 is similar to the plates of conducting plates of a capacitor, and the innermost junction, which is reverse biased J2, will act as an insulating material, insulating layer. Okay. So in the case of a capacitance, the current flowing through the capacitor IC is equal to C into dV by dt. So where C is the capacitance of the capacitor, and dV by dt is the rate of change of the applied voltage. So whenever rate of change of the voltage is more, the current flowing through the device will be more. So here we are applying the same principle. Now instead of increasing the forward voltage, in the case of a dV by dt triggering, we are increasing the rate of change of forward voltage, so that the junction J2 will break down and the device will start conducting. So next we will see the temperature triggering. So in this method, again the device will be in the forward biased condition. So under this condition, as we all know, J2 is reverse biased. So when the temperature of the reverse biased junction is increased, so the current flowing through the device also increases. Okay, the leakage current also increases whenever the junction temperature is increased. So the temperature of the junction is increased under forward biased condition, and at one particular temperature the junction will break down, and hence enormous amount of current will flow through and the device will start conducting. Okay, this is called temperature triggering method. So we are applying heat to trigger the device. So but this method is disadvantageous because due to heating, local hot spots will be formed across the device, and this triggering cannot be controlled easily, and it also requires additional protection for the device, and it is costly also. So last method is the light triggering method. Here in this method, recess niche, that is a small hole type arrangement is made near the inner P layer, and light energy is made to fall on this niche. So as a result, free charges will be generated. Okay, so this in turn will turn on the device. So such SCR which is turned on due to light energy is known as light activated SCR.